Righto viewers, how can Marine Faruqi in 2022 say, I cannot mourn the leader of a racist empire, talking of our country Australia, a racist, are you a racist? Built on stolen lives. I'm First Nations and my grandmother was stolen generation on my father's side. This is how out of touch this woman is, Marine Faruqi. I cannot mourn the leader, Queen Elizabeth II, of a racist empire. That includes Britain. What other parts are in the
Canada, all the Commonwealth
Britain,
countries.
Canada, all the Commonwealth countries. Marine Faruqi's just declared as racist empires on stolen lives. I'd love to know what Pakistan's built on. My grandmother was stolen generation, and the wealth of colonised peoples. Okay, so what's Marine Faruqi then? What is she? If she's living in Australia, she's exactly what she's talking about. Is she or isn't she?
She doesn't.
She's exactly what she's criticising herself.
Yeah.
How dare she? No wonder there's goofballs. And then, right. Then, does anybody know who Gina Rinehart is? Have you ever heard of Gina Rinehart? If you haven't, you're not Australian. Just coincidentally, she supports Pauline Hanson. Any wonder? The ABC does a segment depicting Gina Rinehart being abducted, subjected to graphic sexual violence, dismembered, tortured, and killed. Right? Just for a minute, this is on the ABC. Gina Rinehart's being abducted, subjected to graphic sexual violence, tortured, and killed. She's named, she's mocked, she's completely demoralised, and the ABC doesn't have to apologise. Now, I just watched Senator Roberts ask why the Governor-General's part of a transgender lobby group that was knocked back twice to receive government funding, and now it has, which is a conflict of interest, and they said we can't engage that because it's suggesting that the Governor-General's doing something corrupt. So you can stick a stick up Gina Rinehart's ass and twist it. You can say the Queen's not worth the ground that we stand on, right? You can say, okay, you can more or less say, well, okay, you can do a mock-up on national TV of Anthony Albanese with a stick up his ass, twisting it, right? Right or wrong?
Yeah.
Chop him up and call him whatever you fucking like.
Yep.
Have the Queen's grave next to him and just stomp on it and stamp on it and piss on it and shit on it, right? Take the stick out of his ass and stick it in the grave. This is what's going on, and not have to apologise for being morally bankrupt. Do you think you can trust this country anymore? The people that's running this nation? Don't worry about the First Nations. They've got more money than you'll ever get off this government. You can't buy your way out of what they've done, but they've done a pretty good job of it. And if you abos have spent it all or wasted it or whatever, that's on you. That's on you, completely on you. If you want to run the game of drugs and alcohol and all that and waste yourself, that's on you. These people are completely and utterly morally bankrupt. They've got no self-awareness. So the communications minister and E. Karen, they just water off a duck's back. Is the ABC going to apologise?
Oh, I bet they don't.
So far they have. I hope Gina Reinhardt, if you see this silly, I'm a nobody, but I'm a somebody, because I hope you take the ABC to the cleaners, and I hope they have to shut it down. I don't want to see 1 cent of my money go to that organisation, sticking a stick up someone's ass and twisting it. What happened to Anthony Albanese's hate speech laws?
Oh, they're gone out the back door.
What happened to that? What? How can you be a fucking terrorist, right? Go overseas, be a terrorist, contribute to the mass murder of people, fucking have a ball at that, chop up whatever, get out of it alive or half maimed or whatever, and then just fly back and cost us millions of dollars to make sure you're fucking safe. Well, there's people starving, veterans and whatnot starving. This fucking country, dead set, the people that are running it, they ain't coming to save you. They're coming to take everything they can off you. They're going to strip you down, right? And they're going to sit in their fucking high towers while you starve. You can fucking starve. That's basically what they're saying. Right? And I think it's time we all just fucking stand up and say, hang on a minute, this is completely fucking out of control. No wonder the First Nations people are going ballistic, really, because with everything they've been given, if you think about it, the way in which they've managed this country now, it has backfired. It had its glory days. I think the glory days of Australia they never coming back. How can they come back? Who could clean up this mess? Do you know anyone that could clean? Nobody's going to clean this up. It is what it is now. Yeah, let's just get a stick and stick it up each other's arse and not apologise. Right? You try it and see how far you get. They'll come after you. The ABC, they can do whatever they fucking like, apparently, and so can the Governor-General and all these politicians, wasting tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars, digging up all the land for their corrupt green energy crap, won't even run the AI data centres, let alone the rest of the nation. Did you know that? The green energy will not even be able to facilitate an AI data centre, let alone the rest of the nation. You're gonna go into a blackout, you're gonna be broke, you're gonna be defenseless, and they're gonna expect you to sit there and shut up. Sit there and shut up. That's the fucking state of Australia. Mate, we ought to be fucking ropeable. You know what? You know, you can go down, 1 million people stand out of Parliament House and say, this ain't on. And if worse comes to worse, they'll come out with fucking rubber bullets. They're not going to listen anymore. You got women going in and saying, we got men coming into our spaces, dressed up as women, fucking invading our spaces, and the women are getting lumbered off and fined. What else have they done? This country's gone. Oh, well, why are you staying here? Because I'm fucking part of it. I was born here. And I've got every right to say that the people running this place are completely out of control. They're completely morally bankrupt. They're doing it in front of our faces. They're going to have to stop social media because it's happening every day. By the hour, there's some scandal by the hour after hour after hour. You know what? There's really nothing we can fucking do about it. They're looking at us and giving us the bird. If you can, if the ABC, right, and a Pakistani senator that's a property developer in Port Macquarie can stick a fucking stick up Gina Rinehart's ass, which as far as I'm concerned, the place should have been stopped immediately and shut down. And Faruqi to be able to say that our Queen and our Commonwealth is racist, she should have been shut down. If they can do that, you can more or less do whatever you like, apparently. That's where it's at. You can go overseas and shoot people in the name of ISIS and fucking Hezbollah and all the rest of it and come back and you'll get accommodated. Whatever it costs, at 1 million to 5 million a fucking year, depending on the level of security they have to put on you. This fucking country, dead set, it is so out of control. Yeah, it's just so far out of control. Nobody's safe. Because it's do whatever you like and the people with the power are going to chop you down.